without giving too much away, can you give us a little teaser about what to expect from Zach's upcoming season?
Yeah. I would say that Zach's season is a bit of a throwback season in the sense that this is really about the love story. It's not so much about the drama. And I know in some past seasons, drama takes over. And on every season of Bachelorette, every season of Bachelor, there is going to be drama. That's just something you can't avoid.
Mm-hmm.
But this season really is less about that. And it's really more about the love story and about Zach trying to find his person. He's really, really intentional. I think one of the things that I was so impressed with watching Zach is that he really made a point to talk to everybody. And I know, like when I was the Bachelor, I know, group date, rose ceremony. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll talk to everybody. And then things happen and there's drama and someone, can I steal you for a second? And all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I've only spoken to literally half the people. No wonder everybody's upset. Zach made a point of getting time with every single woman, virtually every day. There may be one or two that he didn't, but he was really intent on that. I think part of that is probably because of his experience on Rachel's season. He had a lot of time taken away because of a lot of stuff that happened. But I think a lot of that is really Zach and sort of kind of what he wants to do. Also, this is easily the most emotional season that I've hosted. Not even close.
More so than Clayton's?
Can you tease why?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I want you to explain how you see that, because when I sit over here and think about emotion, or even as a viewer, a lot of times we mistake emotion as it's not a dramatic season unless everybody's crying. I'm not a big crier. And so there are a lot of times where I'll be really hurting and I'll use my words, but that's not emotion because you're not like outwardly crying.
Expressing emotion.
It. So would you say when you're talking about it's the most emotional season, is it because of the things that happen and it triggers the viewer's heartstrings? Or is it because there's a lot of crying emotion? Emotion, how so?
So I think it's a lot of expressive emotion. I think the biggest reason why, and more than Paradise, and I'm not kidding, by the way. I think the thing that, going back to night one, I remember watching the women get out of the limo, and it was a first for me in the sense that it was the most I've ever seen of people getting out of the limo, walking up to the lead and saying, I'm so happy it's you. I'm here for you. When I found out you were the Bachelor, I decided I wanted to come and do this. I didn't experience that with Clayton, obviously, because no one had seen Clayton on TV before we started filming his, right, Michelle? Your season hadn't yet aired. So a lot of the women got out of it and they had never seen Clayton before in their lives. These women, I think, were very emotionally invested and hopeful of finding love with Zach. And also, Zach is an extremely emotional Bachelor. He's just a very emotional man, and he's expressively. Zach cries a lot, but it's because he has such a big heart, and he genuinely cares about people's feelings, and his impact and his actions and how that affects people. The hardest part of this whole thing for Zach was, I was saying to you, is goodbyes.
Yeah.
When he says goodbye to people, it breaks him. It really, really does.
Yeah.
And so this season for me, from just the emotion, it's not because of drama or backstabbing or things that are happening behind the scenes. It's really because of the love and sort of the pursuit of that, and the relationships that he forms. To me, is something that really stands out.